Hello, adventurer. Welcome to the Arcane Ward, a library of stories and adventures of those who came before. Here we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy this tale named Ashes to Embers. An exciting narrative of danger, adventure, and humor the likes of which you have never seen before. We thank you, and we hope you enjoy.
Previously on Ashes to Embers. After our party arrived on the island city of Oniferinia, our party was led through the coral forest through the middle of the night to the town called Dreaming, where the inhabitants of Dreaming were having a party. The night was had with delicious food, drink, and dancing, the likes of which you've never seen before, providing a much-needed break from the stresses of almost dying every other day. But as the night drew to a close and you all finished a long rest and were able to acquire the abilities of a hero's feast, it was a new day and a day to be able to converse with the Dreamweaver. Our party slowly began to make their way around the town, talking with the elders and discussing what things were supposed to happen in order to be able to properly converse with the Dreamweaver. Several things were discovered during your guys' investigations. First, a previous adventurer had made their way to this island city and had tried to use a teleportation circle to leave the island. However, here within the city, the teleportation was not working. So, being led by the council of how the magic flows here on the island, that adventurer traveled to the center of Oniferinia to try to leave, and sadly perished. Additionally,
could never be me.
It was discovered that one of our group was missing. Ophelia L'Oreal had been missing from our party for quite some time. Min and Captain Lazar and Story made their way to the ship, gathered a piece of clothing, and was able to cast Scry to locate where Ophelia was currently residing, and it was discovered that she was currently making her way through the coral forest, frantically trying to reach a certain point. Without any hesitation, Captain Lazar booked it into the coral forest, followed shortly behind by Story, as Min traveled back to the ship to await the captain's return. We then jumped over to Virian Shelby, who's the first to converse with the Dreamweaver.
Was that my cue?
Sorry, I got a text message.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, was I supposed to say something?
No, you're good. You're good. Sorry, I was.
To be honest, if you did say something though, you'd probably piss off a god. So
to be completely fair, I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut as much as possible this session.
Do us all a favor and stop doing us.
It was there that Virian Shelby conversed with the Dreamweaver, and a little bit of Virian's hostility began to show through towards his disdain of deities. A very tense moment happened where the very life of Virian Shelby hanged in the balance of the judgment of a deity. And with the roll of a dice and the luck to beguile
mercy.
all and the mercy of the grandest of DMs squeaked by
the skin of my teeth.
And the skin of everyone else's teeth.
Y'all would have been fine. Y'all would have been fine. I just would have ceased to exist.
And that is around. That was pretty much our recap. However,
Reduced to ashes.
that is not where we are going to pick up our session.
Huh?
Our session begins deep within the coral forest as Captain Lazar, along with Story, quickly begin to make their way towards Ophelia. Captain Lazar, as your feet pound up the beach, as you head into the deep, dark forest, sand gives way to moss, grass, and dense foliage. As around you, darkness begins to cover, as trees begin to blot out the sun. The further you head, deeper and deeper into this forest of coral, dead trees, and all manner of different foliage. Slowly, the sounds of the outside world fade into nothing. The only sound echoing are your footsteps and the soft patter of rain. Slowly, you begin to make your way up, down, and through the dense root networks and dense moss-covered foliage. If you could breathe, you would be out of breath, but slowly fatigue begins to set off, as you don't know in which direction you are supposed to be going. At this point, you stop, you place your hand on one of the trees, and you hear calling from behind you. Oh my lord! Hey, Captain. Do you even know where you're going?
I'm gonna kind of look at him skeptically and pick up a rock or a twig, whatever's around me, and I'm gonna throw it at him.
You watch as the rock arcs through the air, impacts Story's chest, and falls to the ground. He nods.
You're real?
That is
no, I don't know where I'm going. It does not matter. I'm not trying to get out yet. Not until I have Ophelia.
That is a noble goal, but perhaps you would like to pause for a moment and maybe converse with a guide. Hello?
Okay, where is she? Do you know?
What did you see?
Ophelia in all the coral. It all looks the same to me, so...
Anything more specific? Did she say anything? Was there anything in the background of the scrying spell? But before you say that, I need to also verify. And he's going to stoop down and he's going to pick up the same rock and he's going to throw it at you.
You think that an illusion threw a rock at you?
Hey, there's a million different things that could happen.
Fair point. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you, I just kind of saw where she was and didn't stay to listen too much more. I think she was mumbling to herself about something. That's what I have for you.
Anything specific she was mumbling about?
I do not remember. I just saw her and I ran. So Maybe you go that way, I go that way, and when you
He
find her, just give it a little.
he pulls his hand up to his chin and kind of begins to kind of stroke his goatee a little bit. Let me try something real quick. And you watch as he gets down on his hands and knees, and he's going to make a survival check.
Guess you won't help with that.
He kind of looks up to you, expecting me. Would you like to help?
Yes, of course. As long as I know what I'm looking for, I assume he can kind of give me a description, and I'll help him look and what kind of sounds or visuals we're looking for.
As he kind of gets back down and he kind of motions you over, we are looking for footprints, scraping, torn bits of cloth. Captain Lazar, you're a vampire or some sort of thing associated with that. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Take a deep breath in. I want you to smell. I need you to potentially. It looks like, hopefully, she's not too beat up, but she was probably bleeding. Is that correct?
That's likely. Yes.
All right. And have you ever... how do I put this?
Yes. I don't... I try to stay away from it, but yes.
All right.
I have had tendencies of losing control in the past, so...
Well, we're going to need your abilities right now to be able to sniff out the scent of blood on the air. Could you do this for me as I begin to look around?
Yeah, I'll do it for Ophelia, and I'm gonna take, a branch, some piece of wood, make sure it, snap it nice and sharp and hand it to him if I lose control.
He kind of nods and, trust me, Captain, I am fond of you, but not that fond.
All right, I'm going to see if I can smell out some blood.
All right. What kind of check would you like to make for this?
I don't know, what would that fall under survival or perception?
I will let you make an argument for anything potentially. It might be investigation. It might be like dexterity.
Perception is probably my best stat that at least somewhat makes sense here.
Okay. All right, and well, story is assisting in this endeavor, so you may roll with advantage.
That is an 18 plus 8, 26.
With a 26, slowly as you begin to make your way around this densely foliaged jungle of sorts on this island, there's all manner of different trees, shrubs, and coral. And as you begin to look around, the jagged spikes of coral are all different spikes of it are pretty jagged and sharp. And as you slowly begin to make your way around, taking deep inhalations, you begin to pick out the faint smell of blood. And then as you begin to sniff more and more, it's a mixture of bloods. And as you slowly begin to approach the area, you're able to begin to separate the bloods out. One is a blood that you do recognize, and it is Ophelia's. The second tastes a little bit fishy.
I take it you mean that literally.
Yes.
Gotcha. Do I need to make any kind of like con save or something to
Not
not
unless you
go
taste
into-
it.
Okay. Well, I don't imagine I'm going to be tasting this. I'm just smelling for now. Unless tasting would give me more information. But
It might if you wanted.
like, tell me how recent it was, or
And potentially maybe a little bit more of what happened. You could potentially like identify like the heart rate of the individuals involved, if they were in a battle of some sort, who was the victor, things like that.
how in control do I feel? Do I feel like it'd be a high risk of losing control?
It would be a low risk.
Okay, then I'll do it.
All right. As you kind of go ahead and make a saving throw. I believe we said wisdom, correct?
I think typically I do Constitution.
Go ahead
That's what I
and either one, Constitution or Wisdom.
know. Yeah, I'll roll the die first. It's only a one difference. So if it's Wisdom, it's 9. If it's Con, it's 10.
Then it will be a 10, and that will be enough. It was close though. You feel the bloodlust slowly begin to creep in as you stick out a finger, you dap it onto the coral, and you put it to your tongue. It begins to course through you, but you're stronger than you were. You have this. You're able to push it back down, and as you taste the blood, the two different types mingled together, you begin to get a sense, two elevated heartbeats slowly pursuing a fight of some sort, and then one of them abruptly ending. The fishy one.
Way to go, Ophelia.
But now you have a direction as you see the blood slowly dripping off deeper into the jungle.
Got the trail, follow me, and I just start sprinting as fast as I can in that direction.
Story looks up and begins to follow closely behind you. As you begin to make your way up and down and through, Story is going to call up, and he's trying to caution you to slow down. There's dangers here. As you slowly begin to make your way deeper and deeper, and the deeper you go, the darker it becomes. Till finally, it is as dark as the deepest of midnights. Difficult to see in front of you, the sunlight barely making it through. Do you have dark vision as a Dampierre?
Superior dark vision.
As the darkness begins to enfold upon you, the colors change, but not the lightness of it. Slowly, you begin to outpace Story, as his regular dark vision doesn't seem to be able to keep pace with the uneven footing. Do you slow down or do you continue?
Wisdom would be to slow down, but I think Lazar is not going to listen to wisdom right now. He's just going to keep going.
All right. Go ahead and make me a survival check.
Oof. 4 plus survival 0. 4.
A 4. As you quicken your pace and you begin to make your way further and further, you're following the scent. The scent is not as what is misleading you, but sometimes as your panic, your worry, of the fate of Ophelia slowly begins to take control over your rational thinking. You begin to step forward, and as you begin to try to place your foot, there's nothing in front of you. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Another 4. Is this a magical effect?
No.
Okay, well then that's going to be 13.
13. As your foot doesn't seem to find purchase, you look down and a cavern, a ravine beneath you is opened up. Jagged spikes of coral found at the very bottom, a pitfall of some sort to catch unwary prey for this Amu. As you begin to step forward, you try to catch your balance and you begin to tip. And as you do, you feel a hand grab the back of your cloak and pull you back. Oh, that was a close one. Oh.
That's putting things lightly, yes. Okay. I will proceed briskly but cautiously now.
I will try to keep pace. I will assist you in this endeavor. And as you kind of look at him, Story kind of looks around him and kind of shudders. We are not meant to travel through these forests during the day.
Can I maybe do an insight check to see if I know what might be causing this unease and fear?
Sure. Go ahead and make an insight check.
13 plus 4, 17.
17. As he looks around, you traveled through almost these same exact forests before. But that was during the night. And Story didn't seem uncomfortable then, but he seems very fearful now.
Noted. So something comes out during the day. Presumably the Amu.
You could ask him.
Nah, I'm too focused on just making progress towards Ophelia, so.
Very well. And you begin to continue. Go ahead and make me another survival check with advantage as Story helps.
11.
11?
Mm-hmm.
Easily enough, you are able to avoid a little bit more deadly pitfalls, traps, and other dangerous aspects of this area, as Story is cautiously coming around with you as you quickly but a little bit more hesitantly begin to make your way through the forest. Now, as you continue deeper and deeper, following the scent of blood, you begin to hear the whispers. Feed the Zah.
Is it Rumtooth speaking that I hear?
You can't really tell. As you hear this voice, Story kind of grimaces, turns to you and says, "Do not pay attention to the voices."
You hear them too.
Yes. Probably not the same that you hear. But the voices do come. This is a place of nightmares now. Dreams are for the night. The day is when the true nightmares come to feed. We should make haste. Quickly now.
Yes. We hate to be here on the day when the true nightmares feed. I'm gonna kind of like lick one of my fangs and then snap back into it and keep going.
Interesting. I'm glad you are on my side. Into the forest we go. And slowly you pick up the pace and begin to travel further and further. But as you do continue to travel, more voices slowly begin to infiltrate your mind. Laughter. Like a good hearty chuckle. A chuckle you remember. One of your first times picking up a blade. Practicing with Rumtooth. And you tripping over your own feet and landing on the deck of the ship. That good hearty chuckle from Rumtooth. Something oddly comforting, but surreal at the same time. You haven't heard that chuckle in a long time. Next, you begin to hear the whispers. Whispers you can't make out, but whispers you remember. Living amongst the elves, you can assume what they were saying. Look at him. He's different from us. He's a monster, a beast. Stay away from him. Next, more talking. The smell of breeze. The open ocean. The first time you've ever smelt it. Standing upon the deck of a ship. Traveling with a merchant vessel. These memories, these vestiges of who you were, beset you as you continue deeper and deeper into the forest.
And I just kind of like try and shake myself back into reality. Like, enough daydreaming. Let's find Ophelia.
Again, you take a deep breath in. Now slowly, ever so slowly, step after step, you take deep breaths in. Begin to filter out the salty scent of the sea to be able to distinguish the scent of Ophelia. It begins to become stronger and stronger and stronger until finally, before you, the foliage, the denseness begins to part. It opens up more and more until finally you can see through the dense foliage a fountain, pure black and white liquid spewing out of the dense forest. And as you begin to approach, you see two figures. The first is what appears to be the unconscious body of Ophelia, lying against the hard stone of the fountain. But the next is another familiar visage. A man with his back to you, with a long flowing robe and a captain's hat perched upon his head.
Can I try to do some perception or insight or something to see if I can tell if he is real without giving up my location? Letting him, because I assume right now he doesn't know I'm behind him.
That is correct. Yeah, go ahead and make me a perception check.
21.
21. As you look more closely at this figure, his skin seems to be a little bit more filled with color. Shoulders a little bit wider, a little bit more defined. This is Rumtooth. Make no mistake. But this is Rumtooth back when you first met him. And with that information, you can pretty easily deduce that this is not the actual Rumtooth. The Rumtooth that had attacked you and your friends upon the Grim Avenger. But that doesn't mean this person standing before you isn't similar to who you remember Captain Rumtooth being. In fact, most likely, this person is drawn from your own memories. And as you stand behind the coral, you hear his voice pick up and call out over the foliage. Now you best get your bloodlust under control, son, or you're fearing to rust right into ruin.
I'm gonna just kind of quietly look to Story do you see him too? Is he
As you turn back to look, Story's not there.
Very nice. All right. Well, I'm gonna give up my hiding advantage in the name of honor, not sneak up. Make an honest duel of this if we're gonna duel. So I'm just gonna kind of step out, no longer being quiet about it. But I've got my rapier drawn and held out kind of to the below me and to the side.
As you do this, Rumtooth slowly turns around, and as he does so, he lets out big smile. Lazar, look how you've grown.
Well, you've taught me well.
Of course,
Assuming you're real, how about I show you what I've learned? And I'm going to take kind of like a fencing position.
As he kind of looks you dead in the eye, he smiles to you. This is something. Oh, Captain Lazar, And you notice that he does use the monogram Captain. It would be my pleasure to be able to see how far you have come. And he does draw forth his own rapier and then gets down into a fencing position. Ungat! And he is going to lunge forward. Go ahead and roll initiative.
30.
What was your base roll?
18.
18. Base roll of 19 over here, 31.
Dang it.
And with that, you watch as he barely catches you a tiny bit off guard, and he's going to lunge forward with the rapier, and he's going to attempt to tap you. Roll to hit. What is your armor class?
18.
18. Does a 19 hits.
Yes.
As he lunges forward, you watch as the rapier jumps forward and is going to impact your right shoulder. As you do so, you watch as it impacts and then flicks upward, and then pain shoots through your body, centered around your shoulder area. However, you are only going to take 10 points of psychic damage.
Oh, psychic damage. Oh, let's not take 110 damage. That would kill me. Okay. All right. Is that everything for his turn?
That is.
All right. I will go ahead and make an attack then.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
Does a 20 hit?
It sure does.
All right. So, see here. This does 1d8 slashing plus 2d10 against fiends or undead. Is he a fiend or an undead?
No.
Okay. But I also do get sneak attack because he has no allies next to him.
That is correct.
What is my sneak attack these days? There it is, sneak attack. 5d6. So, d8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 d6. A total of 25 plus. Oh shoot! I clicked out of my character sheet. Get it. I actually clicked on your title thing and it's in the way, and I can't get it to go away. There, got it. Okay. So 25 plus 8. So 33.
33.
Yes.
All right.
And
As
I
you
will. Run up on top of the fountain. Get the high ground.
you lunge for, like, as Captain Rumtooth lunges for it and he's able to land the blow, you, instead of like taking the hit and kind of retaliating back, you roll your shoulder back, allowing Rumtooth's momentum to slowly carry him further forward, and it is that catches him off guard as you slash upwards and you catch him on the right side of the collarbone up to his shoulder blade as a gash opens up, and you watch as he lets out a slight grimace, turns and smiles, and he nods. That was a good one, Captain. As he turns to look back at you.
Oh, actually, you know what? I can bonus action dash too, so I am going to back to the other side of the fountain.
As you look down at Captain Rumtooth, you watch as he all of a sudden he flourishes his cape, and you blink and boom, he stands in front of you as he again begins to lunge forward with an attack. As he does, he lunges forward and he is going to say in a very calm, matter-of-fact voice, "Now, Captain, is this where you want it to be?" As he lunges forward. $20 to hit.
I'll hit.
That is going to be 12 psychic damage.
Oof. All right. Let's go ahead. I'm going to use Uncanny Dodge, and I'm going to cast that.
All right.
So that will bring me up 6 HP from having done the 12. All right.
And that is going to end his turn.
All right. I am going to not... I may forego having movement this turn to give myself advantage.
Right.
With my attack. And that is a 19, which my other character crits on. This one does not. Bummer. A natural 19, so like a 30 or a 20, upper 20s, so it's going to hit.
Yes.
That will be 18 plus 8, 26 damage.
He is going to uncanny dodge, and he's going to half it as you again begin to lunge forward, try to catch him on unsure footing as the liquid beneath him, and all of a sudden, as you do catch him unawares and begin to make him step towards the fountain, he places his foot down on the liquid itself and stabilizes and you aren't able to get the leverage that you need to be able to drive it further home, but you are able to do enough, some damage to him.
All right, that'll end my turn.
Do you not want to answer me, Lazar?
Yes, this is exactly where I want to be.
Is that true? Is this the dream that you had?
Dueling you? Yes.
No, Captain. Not dueling me. On an island in the middle of nowhere. Trying to save a world that turned its back on you. Was this your dream? Remind me.
I'm just gonna kind of give him this look of indignation, just not really wanting to think about the way that I'm not currently living what my dream was.
You watch as the flash of indignation does not go unnoticed by Captain Rumtooth as he steps forward and makes another attack. Natural 20.
Crap.
As he steps forward, you watch as the rapier comes up in an arcing motion as if to slash you, and you step to the side, and as you do, it is the dagger that comes out of nowhere and lodges into your side. You feel the impact, and for someone who doesn't need to breathe, it takes your breath away as the psychic energy courses through. You're going to take 30 points of psychic damage as Captain Rumtooth buries the dagger deeper in as he kind of leans down closer into you. Captain,
Oof.
you have come so far, but I know you. Are you happy
I'm
here?
gonna do another uncanny dodge on that, obviously.
Okay. You are not happy here. This is not your dream. To be a captain, yes. But to be our captain, was it not? And that is going to
I
end
never
his
wanted
turn.
to be your captain, Rumtooth. You were my captain. I loved it that way.
But, Lazar, I am gone. Who was
You're
supposed to
about
take
be,
over?
and I'm gonna take another lunge.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, that's gonna be 20-something again.
That hits.
$30.
30. As you step forward and you plunge the rapier, he doesn't move. He takes it full in the chest as it impacts and it drives straight through his chest, torso. And he's going to step further in all the way up to the basket hilt as he looks you dead in the eye. No, Captain. I've been gone for some time now. What about the rest of the crew?
They didn't want me.
And when did no ever dissuade either of us? Your crew needs you, Captain. This is not your dream. And I am already dead.
You're not,
Don't-
so that's the thing.
No, Captain. What you are fighting is not me. It's
I
yourself.
understand that. But you're still out there somewhere. There's a real you. And you are out there with the crew, blaspheming on what the crew really was. Who we were.
And with that, he steps even closer, grabs you by the front of your shirt, and all of a sudden there's a substantial, just like some substance to this entity as he grabs hold of your robe, pulls you in close. Then go take it back. Do not let this memory of me fade. You do not belong here, Captain. He's going to release you.
Was that his turn? Is he attacking me at all?
Yep, that
for a
was
turn,
that
or-
was his entire turn.
I'm gonna look him in the eyes, kind of contemplate a little bit, and then raise my rapier, wipe it clean, and sheath it.
And as you do, he steps back into the center of the fountain, walking upon the black and white liquid. And you watch as the black and white liquid slowly begins to course up his legs, wrap around his torso, up to his head. And you watch as it drops away in a flood. Standing before you, you watch an entity clad in primal native attire, long, stark white dreadlocks tied up, but the blackest of eyes staring at you. Hello, Lazar.
The Dreamweaver.
And he kind of does a slight nod and a bow to you. I have never met someone who tries to bury their dreams as much as someone like you, Captain.
It's not that I bury my dreams. It is still my dream. Just sometimes I wonder if maybe I have another dream, and I'm gonna look kind of down at Ophelia laying on the ground here.
Now, tell me, why can't you have both dreams? You see, Ophelia here is a vessel of dreams. She made her way to me and conversed. She's sleeping now, yes, but she is safe, healed her wounds, and she's quite resourceful, making her way all the way through this jungle. My call to her was a bit too powerful. I am sad to say, she, about half a day's journey from the island, jumped overboard and began to swim because the boat wasn't traveling fast enough. But she made it safely. I cared for her wounds and talked with her. She's willing to accept this. But Lazar, she's not safe here. And she's for sure not safe in Babylon. And I would not trust her with any of the Blood Hunter, the Turtle, or any of the others, competent as they are. I see things, glimpses of the future. And yes, Captain, your two dreams converge.
She would accept me if I pursue that dream.
He kind of looks up at you and she needs you more than she's willing to admit. She will agree to go with you. But whether or not it will work out is completely up to you. But there is a chance.
I understand what I have to do.
Very well.
But there is another matter at hand here. I presume you do not give this information freely. I am no fool. I would not deny a god payment.
I will. This is the payment I demand of you, Captain. You must abandon your friends here. Take the Grim Avenger and leave with Ophelia. Tonight, at the soonest, tomorrow at the latest. She cannot remain on this island. But your friends still have work to do here.
We'll do it, but I ask one more boon of you.
What is that?
If I leave them, they will be missing my aid. They need some boon to help them in my absence.
Very. He's not mine, but I will send someone.
Very well.
Oh, also, Lazar. You may not tell anybody about this evening, the decisions made or the charges I have given you. To all, you have abandoned them. They must think, and you must believe, that you have forsaken them. And for that, your oath will break. I am sorry. This is a necessity.
It will be done.
Be strong, Captain. Hopefully, things will work out the best for you and your entire party. I can guarantee you'll see them again. Whether or not they'll be too fond of you when they first meet, I do not think so. But
If I am to do this, I may need your help. I have... Some may see it as a strength, some see it as a weakness, but I have started to gain compassion for them. If I am to do this, I need you to take that from me. For fear of coming back for them.
I will grant to you what you desire. However, at a point in time in the future, I will lift this boon, and all the intervening grief that has compiled over the span of that time will come upon you in an instant. Are you willing to accept this?
If it's what needs to be done, I will do it. And I accept.
Very well. And he's going to step forward, reach his hand out, and you watch as his fist impacts into your chest. There's a brief moment where you feel the lungs that you have never used before be clenched, exhaled as he begins to grab hold of your spinal column. And you feel a tiny yank as he moves his hand to his left, to your right. And he grabs hold of your heart. And ever so slightly, he squeezes. And you feel, instead of blood, ichor or other liquid begin to drain. You feel compassion slowly dripping out of the still beating heart, or slightly beating heart, as it drains out of your body and drips into the fountain. A calm, collected reassurance falls upon you. Not comfort, resignation of what you must do.
Now I can become the captain I was always meant to be. Compassion had always held me back.
Dreamweaver nods, snaps his finger, and he disappears. As he does so, you hear rustling from the ground. As Ophelia stands up, and then walking out of the forest, you see Story begin to approach. Should we be making our way back to the others now?
You go ahead. I have some words to exchange with my friend here. I'll find my way back, okay? Trust me.
Very well. I will convince Min to vacate the ship. Are you going to be meeting up again with the others before you leave?
I look at him kind of like shocked, like, oh, you know?
Who do you think brought you here? And he kind of cocks his head and kind of gives you a wink.
I will likely see them again before I leave.
I will
Right?
be waiting with the rest for your return. I will give them reassurances that you are safe. And with that, he bounds off into the forest. But Story does kind of jump and make his way off into the jungle, and Ophelia kind of stands before you, slightly shaking, has a little bit of a smile / grimace on her face as she kind of looks at you and how much do you know?
About what exactly?
About what me and you are supposed to be, and she blushes bright red, doing, I guess.
Oh, okay. So you know you're coming with me.
Yes.
Good.
And she kind of lets out a sly smile and can't say that I'm too cut up about it.
Good. Let's hope you stays that way.
Did you want all of your compassion taken away, or just your feeling
No, just towards the party. I just know that I'm gonna end up, you kind of got to be ruthless to be a pirate, and so
Yeah.
she tends to, at least she seems to me like one who kind of appreciates compassion.
She kind of looks at you and looks like we have a hard road ahead of us, Captain.
That we do. We do indeed, but I think we can do it. I have everything I've ever needed now.
She looks at you, smiles, and quicker than you can blink, she steps forward very quickly up into your personal space, nose to nose with you, and gives you a small kiss. That's for coming to save me.
Much
You were-
good it did. You seem to handle yourself just fine.
Still
But
means a lot.
Philly, when we leave, please don't jump overboard anymore.
Well, to be fair, we will be flying, and I don't think I will be dumb enough to
Exactly
do
why I can't be having you be doing that anymore.
that. Of course, Captain. I mean, of course, Lazar.
I think it's time I ditch my fake name.
Fake.
Yes,
You mean your name isn't Lazar Singh?
it is not. You can call
What
me
is-
Mygovar.
Mygovar. You know, Captain Mygovar has a nice ring to it.
It does.
Now,
A ring that hopefully will be able to strike fear in the hearts of our enemies.
now, let's go take your crew back from that wannabe pretender.
Yes, but just so we're clear, perhaps until we leave, let's stick with Lazar.
Of course, yes. I'm not an imbecile, Captain.
Of course. And I'll start making my way out of the forest.
And with that, we'll go ahead and jump back over to our party. Now, after leaving Captain Lazar, we actually pivot over to our good friend Min. Min, you are currently on the deck of the ship waiting for the return of Captain Lazar. During this time, the rest of your party has been conversing with the deity, and you are alone on the ship. So, what have you been doing in the intervening moments?
I've been reading my books. Specifically, let me just go and grab my pinned message here, my notes. Going over. The book Harmony, a discussion on the forces of good and evil.
Perfect. Anything specifically you are looking for?
Looking for things about the Dreamweaver and this island, even though this island may not be directly named.
Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Well, okay then.
And as you begin to take your time, like you have a little bit of time on your hand as you were waiting for the captain return, because of course he's returning. There's like no.
All right, I haven't rolled yet. I just simply want to know if my passive is 19. Can I use that instead of rolling, or do you still want me to roll?
You can roll, but with advantage because you have a little bit more time.
Well, that is a 27.
27. As you pull out the book and you slowly begin to read, this is one of the first times you've actually been able to pull this out since you've arrived here on the island and actually give your full undivided attention to it. as you begin to flip the pages, the salty air and the dense humidity slowly begins to settle down upon the pages, and you watch as they slowly begin to get a little bit more damp. But the mixture of salt and the perfect humidity of this specific island, all of a sudden you watch as words within the margins of the pages begin to appear, brought forth by the specific salt to moisture content of the air of this island. There, upon the pages, are handwritten notes of an adventurer who came to this island seeking the Dreamweaver. As you slowly turn the pages quicker and quicker, you do come to find that it is the same individual that somehow perished at the very center of this island. How this book came to be in your possession from his possession is a mystery to you, but outlined.
Oh, we know how I got this book because I took this one. This was one of the several books that I got from the pirates, Brent Montier's keep.
That is correct. That's right. So you know how you got.
Derail you there,
yeah.
But I kept notes on all the books I've gotten.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. You're correct. And so, as you begin to read, the notes outline the exact path that this individual took to safely make it to the center of the island. You set the book down, and you note that for the future, just in case. At this moment in time, you hear a voice call up to you from a rowboat off to the side of the ship. "Oh, my Lord Min, are you up there?"
Oh, that sounds like Story. But he ran off with the captain. Goes back to reading.
It's a doppelganger. Jump down there and murder him.
You hear...
Murder hobo, do it.
No, Min only murder hobo when encouraged by a friend.
Ellie.
I said friend.
We all know what you mean. Or in this case, I guess fire would also be your friend too.
Or dragon.
I mean, if it's made out of elemental anything, yes. Because he's still trying to recreate the attack that his master did.
You hear this, the soft thuds of someone climbing up the ladder that is affixed to the side of the deck, and then all of a sudden you see Story popping over the deck of the ship and kind of lands on the deck and kind of begins to wave at you. "Hey, Min. Thank goodness you are still here. We found the captain. He is safe. So is Ophelia. Captain sent me back to gather you, and he told me to bring you back to the town, and we will meet up with the rest of them. He says he has something important to tell everyone."
Okay.
She's dead.
I'll just close my book and just stand up and start going.
All right.
Completely not caring about the fact that I just found stuff in the book. Just, oh, okay.
He helps you back down onto the rowboat. You guys make your way to the beach and back through the forest. We then cut back to the rest of our party who is currently on top of, or in the town, or on top of the tall pyramid. We begin with Virian Shelby as you slowly begin to wake from consciousness after this intense exchange with the Dreamweaver, and you sit up on the very top of this this pyramid, and you look down out over the rest of the town. As you do come to consciousness, a faint whisper enters into your thoughts and into your head. Now, Virian Shelby, we have much more to discuss,
Oh no.
but we will converse in your dreams tonight. Prepare yourself.
Oh no.
It's not creepy at all.
I want this to go away. What?
But what are the rest of you doing?
First off, I'd like to go check on Virian because I'm here.
You know what? Can I take another sip of the water?
Oh! Stop drinking the Kool-Aid.
Can I drink the Kool-Aid?
I'm curious how this pans out.
Oh no.
You'd be like,
You
"Eh."
can certainly try.
Like, why wait? Like, why wait? And just turn around and I take a sip of the Kool-Aid. Please don't kill me.
As you take a sip, you actually hear an automated voice play in your mind. Sorry, only one transaction per 24-hour period.
Bro.
Have a nice day.
What the heck is this?
You have reached the voice mailbox of
You have reached the
Dreamweaver?
voicemail dogs of the Dreamweaver. Please leave a message after the beep. Beep!
It's known as microtransactions, the sports.
Virian just leaves hate mail.
Oh my gosh. All right, fine.
Voicemail box.
I mean, really, that was my only trick, or not really a trick.
When do you think I want to have my dreams? Tomorrow?
I mean,
I pull out like 40 melatonin gummies.
No, you're good. Viren, you just get the sense as you do that, you hear that voice in your head, you get the sense, but you get the sense that the Dreamweaver's patience with you is very limited right now, and so he is refraining from conversing with you because the deity needs a little bit of time to cool off.
As Talon, I completely understand.
The Dreamweaver is literally giving you the silent treatment.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, I'm gonna just chill then. I'm gonna be a good boy for the next hour or so.
I'm gonna go up and check on him.
As you go up, so Talon, what does Virian look like right now after barely being able to skate by with his life?
Definitely sweating. Probably a vein bulging out of his head. Breathing pretty shallowly. But just trying to keep his composure, probably. Not necessarily scared, more pissed off than anything, but just also annoyed.
Are you going to try to conceal this from Savage at all?
He can certainly try.
Go ahead and roll a deception. Savage, go ahead and roll insight.
I didn't even say anything yet. I was just gonna be like, "Hey, brother." All right, insight.
That's a straight roll because I have a 0 to that. 12.
22.
Savage, as you kind of make your way up to see how Virian is doing, you see that he's sweating bullets. He's a little bit more paler, but he has this like furious look on his face.
Like clenched jaw.
I'm assuming things didn't go so well.
You know, that's the thing. It actually went better than it could have.
I like kind of do like,
And he
gesture where
just starts walking down the
I'm
stairs.
like, and I was like, this is a good thing. Okay.
We'll see.
I just kind of like clap him on the shoulder, like, you know, I think there's still some refreshments down here. Let's go cool off, huh? By the way, what did it taste like?
Huh?
The Kool-Aid. What does it taste like?
Like a sweaty gym sock.
No, gross.
You know, not
Aliens, you know what that tastes like?
the
That's
Dreamweaver
not
flavor I.
bad.
When's the last time you drank sweaty gym sock water?
Well, not necessarily that, but I am
Something
an
worse?
alchemist. I am an alchemist. I've drank an assortment of very peculiar things.
Yeah, please don't tell me anymore.
That's great, Vivian.
Well, hey,
So glad to
Clayton,
hear.
Clayton, you're not even here, so you know.
As we walk down, I'm gonna like lean in. So, if that's the case, I pull out one of the apples. Do you think we could distill this?
Yeah, probably. Although,
I hope you like cider.
I love cider, but I'm not sure he'd approve.
Why not? It was freely given. I I'll be back
You
in the
know,
bar.
for once, I think I'll hold my tongue for now.
Oh, that is a first. Well, let bygones be bygones, no? Come. We have much to do in the city, and say, where is everybody?
Hell if I know. Did Varian see the captain run into the forest before he passed out, or was that after?
No, that was as you were passed out, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. However, Savage, as you make your way back down and stuff, you do see coming out of the forest is Story and Min, slowly making their way out. Kind of turns to the rest of you, and Story kind of calls out, "Has the captain returned yet?"
I was going to ask you the same thing.
He
Where's the
should be along shortly.
Where did he go?
Had to go find someone that he lost. And at that, as he's like talking to you guys, entering out of the forest, you see Captain Lazar and Ophelia. Ophelia is like her like very beautiful dress that she was wearing when she was on the ship is in tatters. Like cut up a bunch of different things. You can see that part of it is stained with blood, but you see that she has a smile on her face. Her hair is like very very wet as she like looks at all of you, and it appears that she doesn't have any harm on her, like any bruises, scrapes, and she's not bleeding at all. She seems to be in pretty good health.
You know, I feel a bit embarrassed that we didn't notice that she was gone.
She was gone? What do you mean she was gone? When? Since when?
I'm pretty sure since the ship.
Oh, that's not good. Ophelia, you look the ravaging. Yes.
Ravaged.
Good to see you.
Good to see all of you. I do apologize. It was not any of your faults that I made my way off of the ship. The call of the Dreamweaver was a little bit stronger than I had expected, and may have swam most of the way here.
We were searching for you tirelessly.
Oh no.
And she turns to look at Lazar. Well, at least one of us was, but I appreciate you all. So, who else has conversed with the Dreamweaver? Virian, I take it that by that pale look on your face that you probably have?
I don't want to talk about it.
Good, we don't want to hear about it.
Savage.
That might change, but I'm gonna go find a drink.
That sounds like a great idea.
What about the rest of you? Were you going to converse with the Dreamweaver?
He's not all that he's cracked up to be. I'll just say that.
I don't know if my friend would like me talking to a god.
I will say, speaking of our friend, he did say that if we don't cough her up in the next 24 hours, he's going to kill all of us. So,
I'm sorry, what?
we might want to find her.
Maybe I should go talk to him then?
For clarification, who is our friend?
I'm just gonna go up into the temple now.
Our little fairy friend that refuses to tell us what she is.
What she is.
Who?
Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that.
So, apparently her presence is really pissing off the Dreamweaver.
That's great news.
And I'm starting to suspect that she's a deity herself.
That's exciting.
Or at least
I
something
cannot
reminiscent.
confirm or deny that.
So that's a yes.
That's so insightful, Min.
Oh, please. He's known since they went off to the city of Dracon back when Cicero was attacking Babylon.
You can't prove that.
I can't prove it, but it's called insight and common sense.
Roll for it.
Are we rolling for proof? That's
Well,
leaving
if
a
Min believes him, yeah.
I rolled a 24, a natural 19.
That's
So
a
yeah,
lot.
that's a pretty good insight.
I was like, that's a lot. That's leaving a lot to chance right now. With a 24.
All right. Min, do you make your way up to the steps of the temple?
Yes.
As you do so, the guards kind of nod to you and they'll like escort you up. As you make your way to the top of the temple, is anybody else going to be following to kind of potentially partake of it also?
Wait, are we allowed to do group sessions? Is this like group therapy?
That's the Dreamweaver. He's going to talk to us all individually, whether or not we're...
Yeah.
Is that
And then you also, you too, Savage?
Yeah.
All right. All three of you are led up to the top of the temple as Virian, Captain Lazar, Ophelia, and Story are kind of down in the regular citadel, just in the city, kind of partaking of food, kind of enjoying themselves. As you all three are standing up there, the guards do kind of turn to you and they say, please, one at a time. Who would like to go first?
Dibs.
Min was up here first, so.
And I called dibs.
What are you talking about? He probably was the last one to make it up the stairs.
Hey, just because I talk slowly does not mean I walk slowly.
Nah, man, that's gotta be racist.
That's profiling.
Let's go ahead and half his movement permanently.
Okay, Min, you reach down into the liquid. You scoop up some of the black and white swirls. You raise it up to your lips, and you drink. The other, Savage and Clayton, you watch as Min goes a little bit limp.
I go in my shell when I sleep.
Do you roll down the stairs?
No, I have a flat belly.
And Min,
Oh,
you
rock back.
appear within the dreamscape. Again, as you stand there, you see a massive figure begin to rise out of the white, raise a hand to look at you, and kind of just waves. Well, hello there, Min.
Min's just gonna wave back. Hello.
Can I give you a hug?
No, that's not the first thing I say. It's the second thing I say.
He's looking for.
Are you the Dreamweaver?
I am the Dreamweaver. Min, you are quite small. Do you want to be big? You can be big here. You do know that,
Oh,
right?
I was big earlier. It made me really tired.
That is fair. Well, this is... You said you want a hug.
No, I thought it though.
Would you like a hug?
I mean, if you're willing to give me one.
And he'll hold out his little finger.
He's just gonna very gently 1, 2, 3 tap hug. Okay. That was nice.
Well,
That'll cost you 10 years off of life.
Yeah,
Does he get a permanent buff for that? I feel like he should get a permanent buff for hugging a god.
I'll give you a inspiration die for that, a D8.
Well, it's not permanent, but it'll work.
Hey, I'll take. Ah!
Oh no.
Mistakes were made.
As you hug this deity, you feel a little bit of divine energy kind of seep into you, and then he kind of backs away again, and he kind of turns and looks down on you. And Min, to be honest, I wasn't really expecting you to come talk to me. But
I thought so. But you know, I heard you were looking for my friend, so I thought I should come talk to you and see if I could help her.
Min, your friend is chaos.
Oh, I know. She's not that bad though. I mean, she might be a little like, not all there in her head.
No.
She might be a little juvenile, but she's
Min,
not that bad.
She is the incarnation of chaos.
Oh, yeah. She told me that once.
Min, I feel...
Does he get more inspiration from making a god laugh?
I don't know. I mean, you almost made a god cry, and that didn't
Min,
No, he almost made a god murder a child.
That's normal.
if I have to be completely honest with you, I am very fond of you.
Aw, I'm fond of you too. I've
A
read
little
about you in my
creepy,
books.
Yes, I can see that. You're one of the reasons why you all were able to make it to me.
I
Kudos
know.
to you.
People don't think I'm that smart just because I talk slow.
You are quite intelligent. Not many people on Sinus or off of Sinus could have done that. So
There are people off of Sinus?
another time.
I wasn't supposed to reveal that.
The multiverse.
But Min,
There's multiple Spider-Men?
I'll be very clear with this.
With what?
What I'm about to tell you.
Well, I don't know. You haven't said it yet.
I will not hurt the Lady of Chaos, if she comes to converse with me and we reach an understanding.
Oh.
However, her gallivanting around Sinis, being able to do whatever she would like, whenever she would like, with the powers of both chaos and order, is recipe for disaster. The deities and chaos once struck a deal before, and I intend to do so again. But
was that during or was that before or after the Ashen Concordant?
right before,
Oh.
during the Great War.
I never read anything about a great war. And I've read a lot of books.
Well, yeah, now it's called World War.
Okay.
Well, I can tell you where you may find more information about this for a price, Min.
Oh, I don't know. You still haven't said what happens if you and my friend can't make a deal.
We will do battle to the death.
Oh, I don't like that very much. Could you just forgive her this one time? I promise we'll be better.
It's not about forgiveness, Min. It is about boundaries that need to be set. Restrictions that need to be made in order to provide safety for the continent of Sinis from chaos.
So what are some of these rules?
That is for me and her to discuss.
Okay. But if it's okay with you, can I be there when you talk with her?
He lets out a long sigh. Very well. But I do have to warn you, things might get ugly. And if things do come to blows and you try to join in on her side, I am fond of you. But not
I'm
that
fond of you too.
But not fond enough to prevent your extinction.
Oh, I understand that. But I want to be there to help my friend.
Very well. Is there anything else, Min?
No, you've been very nice to me.
Well, you've been quite polite to me. So...
Oh, you know, Mama didn't raise no fool.
Anything else?
Is there a reason that you and those other two gods are not bound by those other rules?
Well, I can tell you, for a price.
Oh, what's the price? If you want my dreams, it's gonna be a little hard because I don't dream a whole lot.
No, that's true. That's true. What do I want from Min the Turtle?
I have some pretty cool books. I got a couple from that really old library that was actually a secret library, but that burned down.
But every
about-
book you give him, you lose the memories and knowledge that you got from it.
Oh no!
What
Don't
about a favor?
I haven't read those books yet.
Don't say
I'm sorry,
that.
what was that? The voices in my head kind of took over for a second.
What about a favor?
Oh, I'm good at favors. What's the favor? Or is this one of those to be cashed in some future date sorts of favors?
I can't tell you a lot, but there will be a time here in the near future that a group of individuals will reach out. I will need a favor involved with them.
Oh, okay. If it's in my power to do so, I'll do my best to help. I like helping my friends.
Very well. With that kind of favor, I will give you an answer to each of those 3 deities. First, for me, I am the deity of dreams. Very hard to do my job if I cannot interfere with the affairs of mortals. Hence why I have been secluded here on an island in the middle of nowhere, guarded by an ancient creature, so that I may be able to do my craft, but also be balanced and not interfere too much in the dealings of mortals, but still be able to influence dreams. That is what the Ashen Concordant, why the amendment was made for me. Additionally, I don't know if the rest of the deities would have been powerful enough to prevent me from doing what I wanted anyway. Second is Fortooth, goddess of fortune. The reason why she has an amendment made for her is she is currently binding someone with gold and is holding that individual prisoner. She needs her entire power set to be able to do that much. That is why.
Min is like sitting down frantically writing these notes. He looks up, like holds his pencil up, asking a question. Does that mean she's holding him with physical gold? Or there's somebody that she's buying off with gold and has to use her power to continuously buy them off with the gold?
Physical gold. A debt of some sort.
Okay.
In third, with Aramag, I have to be honest with you, Min. There's a lot of things I do know, and that is one thing that I don't know. And that is where your favor comes into play. The people that will be reaching out have the information of why Aramag is currently out of the Ashen Concordant, an amendment made. And I would very much like to know why.
Okay. So, okay. That makes sense. Thank you, Dreamweaver. That was very helpful. Can I go back to my friends now?
Yes, you may. And he
Min stands
will,
up, gives him like a really curt bow, and then turns away as if he's gonna walk to the door, and then realizes, oh, there's no door.
and he'll wave his hand in front of you, and your eyes will close. And you will awaken back up at the top of the pyramid.
Oh, that was fun. Dreamweaver's really nice.
Did it go okay? Do you feel okay?
Yeah, I feel better. I'm still worried for Ellie, but you know, sometimes life just gets a little difficult and you gotta push through it. This is one of those times for her. But, you know, us, her friends, will be there to help her. Right? Just turns to everybody like this glow of like, we're all friends going to help Ellie, right?
I give a shrug, like, can't say I disagree.
That's the spirit.
I'll look to Clayton. Like, so, rock paper scissors, or you going in?
I'll go in.
After you. By the way, did it taste like smelly gym socks?
I don't really have taste buds. I'm not that kind of turtle.
Mm.
So what turtle does have taste buds?
A snapping
That is
turtle.
an excellent question.
Yeah, I knew there was a pun coming. I knew it.
That was a good one.
I couldn't come up with a better
He
pun.
would be right.
It's like something's coming. I know.
As
That snapping turtle had great taste.
Oh,
Clayton,
drink the Kool-Aid. Just drink it.
as you stoop down, holster both of your guns and take a sip of the water. Your eyes flutter, and again, you watch as Clayton falls unconscious. And Clayton, you wake up in the dreamscape. Where are you?
He's so tiny.
Over here?
Oh, you're very... I can't see your head.
What?
Your hands are like a good 10 feet away from your body.
There you go.
Wait, where's my body?
You're mini, but you're floating in space.
I just put my mini right there. Oh, whoa.
Oh.
Everything is white.
Uh-oh.
What the heck?
Can you leave your mini?
He's just a speck.
Yeah.
Here we
There
go.
Now do
Oh.
it. Now click your
What?
mini.
Wait, does everybody else see this white thing that's around the table now?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This is the dreamscape.
So what's this?
That's
This is the plateau on which the Dreamweaver dances.
Oh, okay. So maybe put myself right there?
You didn't
Sure.
say he danced for me.
He like, but the
Dance
story
for
that
me,
was told by
Dreamweaver.
story. This is the plateau. This is the edge of the cliff that he dances off of.
Ah, okay.
Oh. It wasn't written down, so I didn't listen to that story.
Clayton,
TLDR.
you appear, and you watch as the head and hand rise out of the plateau of the Dreamweaver as he looks at you. Oh, well, hello there, Clayton Deadeye.
Either I'm real small now, or you're very large.
You
But
do
you
not
don't
have to
tell
be
God
small
like
if you
that.
do not want to be.
Why not both?
Porque no los dos.
I don't think it really matters since you are a god, so I guess this makes sense.
Well, what can I do for you, Clayton?
Honestly, kind of the reason why I thought I might come and talk with you is I'm not really sure what you could do for me necessarily, and I'm not really sure the situation of what's going on. I haven't heard from Sinclair in a long time. I haven't had any of those dreams. So I almost want to think that you had nothing to do with those initially. But I'm not sure.
Is that your question?
Well, can I ask a circumstantial question in which we are attending together before I ask my official question, if there is only one question?
You can ask as many questions as you would like. However, I do ask for things in return for most every question I ask. You ask of me.
Well, did that one count?
No,
Yes,
That is
screw that
also a
one.
question.
you didn't really phrase it as a question, more of a statement. That is why I was asking.
Fair enough. All right. Let me think about this. So, I didn't know the rules of this necessarily, this engagement. So
You didn't know the rules. I can't believe you. How dare you, Clayton?
What can I say? I shoot from my hip most of the time.
Womp womp.
Is my mother safe? That's the question.
That is your question. For approximately 5 weeks, she will be safe.
That's good to know. Now, for a more difficult question that'll have a higher price, I realize. Who's in charge of Sinclair? And why are they after me?
Oh, now that is a good question. You watch as he raises up his hand, and you see appearing in his palm a bullet. One of your own bullets that you've crafted. And he takes it and he tosses it to you.
Whoa!
Whoa.
That was kind of cool.
You got Doctor Stranged.
As you reach out, you watch as the bullet goes from large.
Oh, pulling the triggers kick you out. Interesting.
The bullet transfers from large to small as it begins to fly through the air, and you reach out your hand to catch it. And as you do so, as it hits the palm of your hand, you watch as it splatters into red blood. From that moment of impact, fountaining out a torrent, a river, a cascade of blood begins to seep around your fingers onto the white surface around you and begins to pour over the edge of the plateau. Powerful, surging, warm blood. This is why they seek you, Clayton. The creation of that has caused more despair than any other invention up into this time. They seek someone with that amount of despair written into the blood of him and his family. Whether or not you intended it to be as such, the stain of all those dead and dying individuals, the blood is on your hands.
No one else.
Go ahead.
No one else is using it. How could it cause the damage? I am the only one that has ever used it.
That bullet that you made, did your father not tell you? He stole one of the blueprints and began to craft it himself. At this point in time, over 10,000 of those bullets have been made, along with their guns and counterparts, and distributed to Sky Cities and the populace of Sinis, most of which have been traveled to the city of Makan.
Okay, someone's got to say it. Your papa kind of straight up sucks, dude.
That that can't be good.
Yeah, nobody's perfect, but that's not a great thing to do.
Well, in that case, it looks like we need to find something to counter it then, isn't it?
But yes, to answer your question, who He's the ruler of Cyrus Sinclair, the Lord of Despair.
The Lord of Despair? That sounds vaguely familiar. Can I roll like a history check or a religion check for that one?
Apparently not.
Brutal.
Caleb?
What'd you get?
No, you didn't say anything.
Can you hear me?
I
We
can
can
now.
now.
Yeah, sorry. I said go ahead and roll.
Oh, okay, I was like, I didn't hear a squat.
In your
I was like,
adult.
okay. I guess the god's gonna ignore me, but whatever.
Sorry. I think I said mm-hmm, and my mic didn't pick it up for some reason.
Okay. What do you want me to roll?
Go ahead and roll a history check. Or, yeah, a history check.
Yeah, not survival? That wouldn't make sense?
Nope.
Dang. $14.
Min, when you were in the secret library, did you share that information with the rest of the party?
Guess not.
Min?
Is everybody just taking a break from the mic?
I had myself muted.
Did you share that with the rest of the party?
Share what?
The information that you found in the secret library.
No, because as soon as we, had the thing burned down, we had all the stuff with Cicero, and I didn't really get a chance to go over the fact that I got stuff in the burnt library.
That is fair.
Not helpful.
With a 14, not really. You may have heard it vaguely somewhere, but it is not coming to you right now.
Well, that sounds familiar. Rolls. I lied. No, it doesn't.
So I assume he's some sort of deity?
That is a question, Clayton.
No, that wasn't a
That was
question.
actually a statement.
Yes.
But
Period.
you phrased it like you wanted me to answer that as a question.
Watch your inflection.
Well, I guess I should ask what is my tab up to so far?
That's also a question.
I will be taking something from you.
Say goodbye to your kidneys.
Your firstborn son.
Damn it, they stole my kidney.
You don't have to give up your kidneys. You have to give up your kids' knees. It's pretty brutal.
It's okay. We're gonna go to the city of Macon. We can get those knee replacements.
You're getting tapped.
Pretty sure the blood hunters have like a stockpile of donated organs that you can get a replacement from.
Yikes!
But
he's gonna take your shins, just like in King of the Hill.
Oh god!
Is that all the questions?
I don't know you.
Is that all the questions that you have for me?
Oh boy.
Well, unless you've got anything to donate.
I will say this at the very least. Despair in Sinclair, though Sinclair wants to kill you very badly, are more wanting to recruit you than kill you. Be careful of the choices you make going forward, for the influence of despair is powerful and may sway you from a path you do not want to go. Are you ready?
For what?
For payment.
Pick your kidney. Which one you want?
Well, I'll say this before you take what you will. My goal is to right wrongs that have been committed, but also to make the world of Sinis a more balanced place. Evil will always persist. We can't eradicate it. But there always has to be enough good fighting it at all times, and I'm part of that.
Very well. Clayton, Deadeye, I take from you, and he reaches out and he grabs hold of you. I take from you your caution. And he pulls, and all of a sudden you feel something ripped from you. All sense of caution, carefulness, and planning is ripped from your body.
This seems counterintuitive.
Oh,
He looks at you.
oh,
Clayton,
you can do that.
we need a sheriff who shoots first and asks questions later now.
And now that he's taking that from me right in the god's face, you just say, piss off.
Yeah, what do you have to lose? You don't know.
Now he unintentionally created a variant 2.0.
Not decorum and politeness, caution.
Hey, that too.
He took your fear and in turn gave you a pair of brass balls.
Alright, so with that, I kind of like feel like something like kind of that kept holding me back from certain things that I normally would have not wanted to do. Like that, obviously, there's that little gap in my like, I don't know, not in my conscience, I guess. And so what I do, so with my nice wide brimmed cowboy hat that I've got on all the time, I look down at my belt where I've got my 6 shooters. My hands rest on them, and I look up at him. Well, it's time for the sheriff to get on the move then.
A smile breaks over the face of the Dreamweaver. Fill them with nightmares, Clayton, on my behalf. And he'll wave his hand in front of you, and your eyes will close. And you will awaken back on top of the pyramid.
Welcome back. How do you feel?
I've got a lot to do.
Is he still mini?
No, I'm right here.
Yeah, he's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Plain as day.
He's mini for me.
Is my mini over here now?
Yeah, I can see your mini, but you're also small. You're like that for me. That's fine.
He's a big boy.
Yeah,
for me, he's mini.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, from my perspective, everybody's mini.
Don't talk.
There we go. Now you're back.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
All right. And Clayton, you awaken on top of the pyramid and you look around at the faces of the other of Min and Savage up on the pyramid.
Question. DM.
Yes.
Answer.
With that caution thrown to the wind, I believe, isn't there like a feat or something that's like where you like have advantage on like initiative rolls or something where it's like you basically lose something to gain the opportunity to like always attack first?
I will craft something for you specifically and I will add it to your character sheet.
Cool.
You've become Han Solo.
All right. Clayton, you do awaken on top of...
I had a mouthful of protein shake. Why did you say that? I almost spat that all over my screen.
Oh, sorry.
Nothing like a real life spit take. Anyways, so Clayton, you wake up from your coma.
How do you feel?
I feel less.
I walk right up to him, get right up in his face, like, did he let you hug him too?
Min,
Yeah?
back off.
Okay. Just like walk away, unfazed, just sits back down and starts writing in my journal.
So I'm gonna just like start walking down the stairs. I have a lot to like think about and plan.
As you walk down the stairs, I'm just gonna point like kind of where you're walking, like, hey, careful over there. The stairs are very...
Legitimate question for you though. If you've thrown caution to the wind, does this mean that you will help Varian with all of his ideas for trinkets, odds and ends?
Well, does Virion know that he has now thrown his caution to the wind?
No,
Well,
but he was
we'll just
trying
say
regardless.
The bag of butler got a lot more useful for me.
That is true. But still,
but for
your mind, Clayton's mind with Virian's mind, I feel like there's nothing that we couldn't create.
Yeah, I'm pretty smart too.
The only thing that we're missing is a artificer.
The last
artificer.
Finally, the guard is going to turn to you, Savage, and nod. It's now your turn.
Good luck.
All right.
He's really nice, so don't be nervous.
Yeah, just casually talking with a deity. No big deal. No big deal.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
What do I have to worry about, huh? What could possibly go wrong?
He could kill you.
Savage, as a holy man, as you come to a deity to converse, you approach the fountain, and as you kind of stoop down, you get in a kneeling position as the proper form of respect to a deity.
Mm-hmm.
You reach both of your hands within the water, the liquid of black and white. You bring the liquid to your lips, and you sip. And as you do, the rest of you watch as Savage hands go limp and fall into the flowing current of the water. As Savage
just it does, like, Jim sucks.
You awaken within the dreamscape.
Give me that. Oh, yeah, this is... I need to put you, like, here. There we go. And then... in I go.
You need to go a little higher.
My bad. My fault. Like, how's that?
I got you. I'll put them where you need to go.
Sweet.
Right there.
Okay, going in. Ooh.
As you blink, around you the white scape of dreams. And there, hovering above you, is the face of the Dreamweaver. Well, hello there, Savage.
Greetings, Dreamweaver. I'm gonna go to one knee, out of respect here. This is it's a nice place you got here, huh?
Of course. Now, Savage, I get the sense that I am not the deity that you are wanting to speak to. Is that correct?
With respect, Dreamweaver, that is correct.
I can provide this for you. With your power of divine intervention being fueled by mine, we can poke a hole through the Ashen Concordant for a moment, for you to converse with the Lady of Ash.
I try to keep his reverence demeanor, but you can definitely see that there's a smile growing there. That would be a dream of mine.
Very well. Savage, are you prepared for this?
I assume that this is not something that will come for free.
This will not come for free. But we can discuss this after you converse.
I am ready.
Very well. And you watch as he reaches out his hand, puts a single finger on the top of your head, and you feel power course through your veins. Immense light and energy course through. Pure magic enters your body as you call forth an intervention, a divine intervention. Savage, you blink, and you're standing in a silver marbled room. Giant pillars of black, red, white, and silver marble circle an entire room of purest beauty. In front of you, you see a beautiful woman with long, flowing, gray silver hair with her back to you. As your footsteps land, she starts. She stops, and as she begins to turn, you watch as she shudders, as if in great pain, as she turns to look at you, and fear passes across her eyes. Savage, is that you? Oh, Ashes. Savage, did you do a divine intervention?
Yes.
Oh, gods, we don't have that much time. And with that, we're going to go ahead and cut back to the rest of you.
Yeah?
As you stand there on the top of the pyramid next to Savage with his hands in the fountain, all of a sudden the temperature begins to increase, begins to get hotter. Mild at first, warmer and warmer until it's a little bit uncomfortable. Then you hear the hiss of evaporation, and you look down at Savage, and you watch as the hands that are currently within the pool of liquid begin to boil. Steam begins to erupt.
I try and pull his hands out. I just try and pull him away.
As you reach down to pull it out, all of a sudden heat begins to emanate from Savage's body. Intense, blinding fury, and all of a sudden you watch as Savage combusts in fire.
I'm going to grab him.
You are not up there.
Flame.
You are currently down here.
Well, I would imagine I'd see it. So
you see this, so you begin to run up. As Viri begins to run up, you watch as Savage's body begins to expand. Growing from the top of his head, ram's horns begin to extend up, wrap around as his skin tone slowly begins to turn red. Steam explodes out in a gathering cloud as the top of the pyramid slowly begins to be obscured. Min, it is beginning to be more and more difficult to see, but then you hear it, a thud of heavy footsteps, and then crackling of energy. As coming out of the mist. Wings begin to beat and the steam evaporates as a Balor appears at the top of the pyramid.
Savage, you got some explaining to do.
With that, go ahead and roll initiative.
What have I done?
Do I get advantage?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Yo, let's go, Clayton.
Yeah, with my +9 to initiative.
Nick, I went ahead and just sent you a text message. Go ahead and pull that up for me.
Is this like a whole werewolf thing, but he's actually a Balrog?
You might need to find that out later.
Virion is very conflicted right now.
You think?
As am I.
Really quick, are the squares on the map actual size?
Yes.
Oh, good question. Yeah. Okay.
Can somebody measure out 180 feet from Min?
Yeah, like is the measurement scale?
Yeah, the measurement scale is correct.
Okay. And then
In what direction would you like that, man?
Away.
Yeah,
Like over here if we could, if that's far enough.
down with the rest of the party would be awesome.
Min's about to dimension door, yeet his way out of here.
That's 120 right here.
Right there?
Yeah, did you say 120 or 180?
180. So all the way over there. Got it. Alright, that's all I needed to know. So I can teleport, but alright. I'm good. I got it.
Alright, I need initiatives.
26.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Can we say that Min had advantage on it? But
why would Min have advantage on this?
I actually have to justify it? Okay. Pulls up Mad White Ass real quick. He was trying to reach him, and when it exploded, took a step back, and
I would say that you would have disadvantage because you're the closest to him.
Well, I guarantee you my initiative's not going to get any worse than this.
All right. Higher than a 25. Captain, what'd you get?
27.
27. Then we got Clayton.
Levi, what's the lowest initiative you've rolled this campaign?
13.
Savage, what did you get?
It was a natural 1.
Oh my gosh.
I got a whopping 4.
Virion, what did you get?
I got a 16.
Virion. Oh, and then Min, what did you get?
I got a 3.
Oh. Am I tiny?
Yeah, go ahead
and get real hurt right now.
Yeah, exit your mini and then enter your mini and then exit it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. You guys can go ahead and place your minis where they would be.
It's going down.
All right, Savage, on your turn, you will do 2 initiatives. You will do the Balor's initiative, so you will act as the Balor on your turn.
Yeah.
Your job is you are attacking anything and everything that is within range of you. Currently, there are 2 guards up there also.
Okay.
Oh, good. Maybe they look tastier.
Yeah,
right.
you are a bit bony.
So who is within 5? Is anything within 5 feet of me?
We will do that on your initiative count.
Okay. Also, my mini stats are still blocking my view. I'll fix that in a second. Anyway.
All right, top of the initiative order is going to be Captain Lazar.
Okay. Boy, that's really far away.
Yep.
How far is it?
60 feet from me.
And where are
About 95 feet from me.
you? Are you all at the... Captain, where are you? Oh, you're back here. Okay.
Thank you for shrinking me down.
I will...
Hey, I can't select my... There we go. That's so big. Oh, gosh.
Well, I will go ahead and bonus action dash.
Nice.
Get up to there. And I will huck a dagger.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
He gets sneak
I don't think
attack
that's
because
gonna
he
hit.
has allies that are within 5 feet of it. Right?
I would get sneak attack, yes. But I'd have to hit first. And that's still an 18, I guess.
Nice.
Does that hit?
A what?
18?
Nick, does that hit?
Oh, am I doing... Oh, okay, I thought I was just controlling actions. Let me see. An 18 does not hit.
Okay.
Oh.
But then that dagger reappears in my hand.
Oh, I don't like
That's a
how
lot
many
of
times he's
punches.
upping that health.
I know, right?
Okay.
How bad could it possibly
All right. Min.
It could be bad.
Sorry, not Min.
What?
What are you doing? Get out of here.
Sorry, I was curious what it looked like.
What does it look
Okay.
like?
Yeah, Min looks real small, doesn't he?
Captain, does that end your turn?
It sure does.
Okay. Clayton, it is now your turn.
My bad.
All right, so with I'm gonna kind of rule that, and DM confirm this if you'd like. And granted, this will be up to how you want to craft your thing that you're gonna craft.
Yep.
But I'm assuming that basically, I have quick just shoot first, ask questions later. I'm gonna instantly just draw my pistols, and so I'm gonna do a quick fire from my pistols from there, which. With my scoped pistols, he is within range.
Okay.
So here's my 2 attacks. We've got a 22. Does that hit?
22 does hit.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
And then how about a 29?
29 also hits.
Okay, cool. And then with that, I'm going to use... Where's my trick shot things? Okay, that's one of my... I'm going to use one of them as a grip point. And I'm going to use... dazing shot.
Okay.
With the with one of them. When you make a firearm attack against a creature, you can expend a grip point. On hit, the creature takes damage and must make a Constitution saving throw DC 17 or suffer disadvantage on attacks until the end of their next turn.
Okay.
All right.
Am I rolling? DM, am I rolling for that, or are you?
Yes, you are rolling for that as the Balor.
Okay. Okay.
14 plus 19, that's 33. 33 damage.
What type of damage is that?
That will be...
Is it piercing? Okay. So there is going to be a resistance there, so it will be halved.
Oh, darn it.
And then what was the DC for the dazing shot?
DC 17.
Okay. I already rolled for it, but I don't remember what it was. But I'm pretty sure it was directly.
Full damage because it's from non-magical attacks, and his pistols are magical.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
yeah?
They're magic.
Okay, so yeah, totally full damage, and then I did not make the save.
Perfect.
Right.
You're welcome, Min.
What happens?
So he has disadvantage on all of his attacks until his next turn.
Okay.
Wait, let me read that one more time. So, I'm reading the wrong thing. Sorry. He suffers disadvantage on attacks until end of their next turn. So he still has a turn coming up within this round. So it would be so basically for his next 2 turns, or for this upcoming next turn, he just has disadvantage.
It's just this upcoming next turn.
Okay, just wanted to clarify. Okay, cool.
All right, Clean. Does that end your turn?
Let me go look at where I am. I think I might move to some sort of cover. Ooh, the palm tree's getting away. If I were to move like here, would I have potential cover or half cover?
I would say half cover.
Okay.
So we can pop in.
Actually, yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna look in his eyes.
Pop in.
Go ahead and move your character.
Oh, this is cool. This is a cool way to use it.
Right there.
You have full cover. I cannot see you.
Perfect.
That's so clever.
Okay. So yep. That is. I have 1 extra attack, so... Oh, wait, hold on. Because I'm a dual wheel... hold on.
Did you attack twice already?
So, 2-weapon fighting. I don't have the definition of 2-weapon fighting. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. When you take the attack action and attack with a light melee... Okay, melee.
Yeah.
Or you're holding a 1 as a bonus action to attack with a different light. Okay, yeah, no, so I basically, with shooting twice, that is my whole turn.
Okay.
Unless that's the end of this turn.
All right. Virian, it is now your turn.
Ooh, options.
Yep, you've been waiting for this.
Have I, though? Because I don't know if this is actually the Balor or not.
I mean, it looks like a Balor.
If it looks
certainly
like a Balor
does.
and it acts like a Balor, it's probably a duck.
It is probably a duck.
Could I get a free action to do like an insight check? If this is actually the Balor or
Sure.
some sort of effect taken over. Yeah. Okay. That's going to be a 19.
19. This is an actual Balor.
But is it Savage? Because I saw Savage turn into this Balor.
Yeah, you saw Savage turn into this Balor.
So if I kill the Balor, I kill Savage.
Potentially.
Honestly, bro, save yourself.
Well, I got 2 charges, so I'm gonna turn into the dragon.
That was quick.
Yeah, I was texting him.
You watch as Virian's clothes begin to expand, and as they begin to rip, right before they're about to rip and tear, you watch as they vanish.
My dragon's gone.
Virian expands into an adult red dragon and lets out a roar.
Do I get legendary
had
actions
pants,
as
he
well?
would have soiled them.
Because
yes, you do.
awesome. Okay, so 256. I'll do that later. Am I able to move this? No, I'm not.
I can move him. Where would you like him?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out how much movement I got here. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so an adult red dragon is huge.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a Balor is also huge.
That is correct.
Oh, we're duking it out. We're swinging.
I want to try... okay. If I grappled him,
Yeah.
will I still be able to fly? Because I'm using arms, legs, tail to grapple, but my wings are still free. I have a flight speed of 80.
It is going to depend on how well you can grapple him.
I guess that's true. Well, actually, never mind. He has wings too, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it would...
I was going to try and just fly him up and just drop him.
How difficult does this fight have to be? Get down here!
Alright, Alright, so first it's going to be a frightful presence on the Balor, so he needs to succeed a 19 wisdom saving throw.
Automatically succeeds. No need to roll Savage.
Mm-hmm.
Is that legendary or just... Alright.
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, okay. He's just gonna start duking it out, I guess.
All right. That was your bonus action to turn into the dragon, so you have your full attack action. So you can... whatever you would like to do.
I get 3 attacks, so...
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
If Min had pants, he would have soiled them.
Let's see here. Where's the freaking...
There's a Balor and an adult dragon standing right in front of him, so...
Yeah.
Hug him.
He's not having a great day. He got to hug a god's finger, but
And
he's currently not having a great day anymore.
For the bite, that's going to be 17 to hit. I'm assuming that does not hit.
Does not, no.
You gotta be freaking kidding me. Again? Another 17.
Does
Misses.
not.
Oh my gosh. 19?
That
Hit.
was it.
I rolled a 3, a 3, and a 5.
Yikes.
I know.
AC of 19, noted.
So that's going to be the claw attack. 26.
I'm realizing that like what I've designed my attacks to do, I hardly ever miss.
I mean, that is a good thing.
Okay, that's going to be 17 points of slashing damage.
Okay. If it is non-magical, then there is resistance.
I am going to say, because this is a transformation brought on by a magic item, such as the scale, these do count as magical. Usually they don't. Dragon claws do not count as magicals.
But this is a magic.
But I'm technically not a dragon, so...
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
full damage.
Yeah, 17. And that'll be it for now.
All right. Savage.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go ahead and first cut back to you within the marbled room. There you stand before the Lady of Ash. She looks at you in a panic and quickly says, "Quickly, Savage, let me answer your questions and we will send you back. Danger is besetting those around you at this moment."
What danger? What do you mean? I just got here.
Savage! Phrase your questions quickly. We do not have time to discuss. They will fill you in what happened.
Okay. Question number 1. The dreams that I've been having about ashes and end of the world and creepy children singing weird things. What are those?
You are tied to me, and I have a counterpart known as Ember.
Ember.
We are one and the same. 2 sides of the same coin, 2 personalities combined into one vessel.
What does that mean? What do I do
What
with
is
that?
bleeding through is his influence upon you. I'm so sorry, Savage, but your worship of me has put you and your people in peril. The more you come to me, the more you are influenced by Ember.
Okay.
And we're going to stop there and cut back to the Balor. And go ahead, Savage. Go ahead and take your turn.
No!
That's 1 question per round, so you better make it quick.
Savage, you've got a couple people that are dead on gonna kill you.
Okay, so does that count as the end of his turn?
No, because he still has to take the turn as the Balor.
Okay.
I thought it was 2 separate turns though, because one is.
He's the same person, happening simultaneously.
Okay.
Okay. So at the start of my turn, who is within 5 feet of me?
That would be Min, the dragon, and that's it.
Okay. At the start of the Balor's turn, each creature within 5 feet takes 10 fire damage, and flammable objects in the aura that aren't burning start burning.
Okay. Min, you take 10 points of fire damage. Min, what is your Staff of Power made out of?
My Staff
Metal.
of Power? You mean my Rod of Absorption?
Yeah, your Rod of Absorption.
Do I get to choose, or is that like a thing? Because I don't remember it ever explaining it doesn't explain what the rod's made out of.
I will let you choose, but please choose what you think it would have been when Min originally had it.
We're gonna say weirwood.
Rod says metal to me.
The image of. Wait, you said Rod of Power or Rod of Absorption?
Rod of Absorption.
Oh, well then I don't know then.
Rod of Absorption's photo very much looks like it's kind of a metal rod with like little towers on the ends of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
then that's what it will be. You feel the rod begin to heat up in your hand. It's not scalding, and you can still hold it and stuff, but you get the sense that a lot of the other things that you're currently like wearing and stuff might catch fire really quickly.
Yeah.
All right, Savage, go ahead and take your attacks.
And these are at disadvantage.
Your books.
Yes.
Okay. All right, and it's just everything within reach that I'm attacking?
Yes. So either Min or the dragon or these 2 guards. These are within range of your attack.
All right, I'm going to leave it up to chance then. We're going to take a d4. Min will be 1, dragon 2, guards 3 and 4. First attack. 2 goes to the dragon. Long sword attack on our dragon. That is going to be a 26 to hit.
Virion?
I'm so sorry. I was texting my lady friend, so I wasn't paying attention.
26 to hit.
As a lady?
Yeah, that hits.
All right. The long sword will hit for 21 slashing plus 13 lightning.
21 plus 13, that's going to be 34?
Yes.
Okay.
And then D4 for the second attack. That is another 2. I'm so sorry.
Another 2.
Yeah, I'm rolling a d4 because he attacks at random. The dragon is 2 on the d4, and I rolled a second 2. So you're getting attacked. You're getting attacked the second time.
Okay.
Okay. 17 to hit.
That misses.
That will miss. All right.
All right, that will end the Balor's turn.
Actually, my DC as Virion is higher than the dragon. Could I just supplement?
Nope.
Oh. Okay.
You transformed into the dragon. It's like a polymorph. You have to use the stats of the dragon.
Sad face, but okay.
Those attacks are done.
All right, that ends the Balor's turn.
DC.
Min, it is your turn.
Oh, well, alrighty then. Min is gonna pull a Looney Tunes and get the heck out of Dodge. Min is going to use a 4th level Vortex Warp on himself.
All right.
And I'm just gonna yeet on over here.
Perfect.
Magic missile.
Honestly.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yes, because it's a full spell, so I got nothing else.
Perfect. All right. After your turn, it is the guards' turns. They are going to begin to run down. Savage, you may make one attack of opportunity as the Balor.
Give me that dice.
Okay,
well...
actually, at the end of Min's turn, I would like to use a legendary action.
Okay, we'll do this first.
To make a tail attack.
All right, go ahead and roll it a hit.
So, let's roll better than a 5. Okay, I rolled a 5, so that's going to be 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Dude, I don't know what the freak is going on with these D20 rolls, but...
It's just loading you up for all the better rolls later on, alright?
I mean, hey, let's hope. 2d8.
I've had one roll tonight, and it was a 3 for my initiative, alright?
Oof. 13 bludgeoning damage.
Okie dokie.
Okay. All right. Savage, what did you roll to hit?
Is this also still at disadvantage?
Nope, just regular now.
Okay, then 33.
You watch as the sword comes down on the back of one of these guards and cleaves him in twain.
That's disgusting.
Min's gonna see this and go, "Oh no, Fred! He owed me money."
I'm going to let out a Balrog roar, whatever that sounds like. As the blood.
Kind of like a
Lucian.
I was about to do something, but it might not be appropriate for the recording, so I decided not to.
I don't know about a roar, but I could do a laugh.
Mine was going to be something completely different.
All right, that is going to end initiative. Back up to the top of the initiative order. It is Captain Lazar.
Wait, did that attack of opportunity count as what is it?
A turn?
Yeah, a turn.
Yes, it was the guard's turn.
I would like to spend another legendary action, please.
All right, go ahead.
Use the resources while you got them.
Well, it recharges at the start of every one of my turns, so it might as well. Another tail attack, please.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
I whip my tail back and forth. I whip my tail back and forth.
Okay, now we're talking. That's a 30 to hit, son.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
You know what? I think I'm just going to take standard damage here because, I mean, that's pretty hefty. So I'm just going to say average damage for this, 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. Okay. Back up at the top of the initiative order. Captain, it is your turn.
Oh, And I'm sorry, but just real quick, I since this is technically Savage, I'm doing non-lethal.
Okay.
Interesting.
For my turn, I am just going to point at this here Balor, and I'm gonna say, "You are a poo-poo head," and use my panache ability.
Ooh.
Panache? What does that do?
Yes. So, I can do this against a hostile creature. It's a contested roll, persuasion versus insight. And if I succeed, or you fail, however you want to look at it, you cannot... All attacks have disadvantage, and you cannot take opportunity attacks except against me. For 1 minute.
Nice. Okay.
For 1 minute? Ooh.
Wait,
That's really good.
I missed like half of that. What?
Savage, go ahead and make an insight check. Captain Lazar is rolling persuasion, is that correct?
Correct. So you need to beat a 23.
If Savage fails, the Balor cannot take any... all attacks are at disadvantage and cannot make opportunity attacks unless it's against Lazar.
Nice.
So, since I'm just looking at a monster stat block, how do I make insight?
Insight is going to be wisdom. So you have a +3 to this.
Okay.
So get a nat 20 or you fail.
Nat 20.
He did.
No way.
He did. Oh my gosh, he did.
No way.
Straight up. 100%.
Do we re-roll then? Because it was a tie then.
Roll cool. Do it. Stand up.
Don't the rules normally go? It's tie goes to the runner, right?
Runner. Yeah, tie goes
Who's
to the.
running?
It meets it, beats it.
We're both running. I'm running with persuasion. He's running with insight.
Meets it, beats it is the rule.
Yeah, so I beat his 23 then? Because I met
No,
it?
he beat his insight beat your
But my persuasion beat his insight.
Now you're being persuaded.
My gosh.
Right,
Reroll.
it's not a DC. It's like
No,
if there was
no,
a DC.
no reroll. Actually, no reroll. Rock, paper, scissors in VR.
Succumb to the peer pressure, Caleb.
Oh no.
What's scissors? Is this scissors?
Don't think about scissors.
Yeah, scissors. Rock,
Scissors?
paper, scissors.
This is not scissors anymore? I thought we established this.
This makes more sense to me as scissors.
Yeah, do this
fine.
scissors. Rock,
Okay, is this
paper,
on 3 or
scissors.
after 3?
So, 1, rock, paper, scissors on shoot, so on 4.
Okay.
1 and done.
Rock, paper.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, my batteries are dying in my right hand.
Oh no.
I'll do this left hand, actually.
Okay. I'm gonna hold your hands here. Ready?
Yep.
Ready? Set. Go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Dang it.
Ah.
Balor is Balor
That's the best 2 out of 3. Come on, it's always best 2 out of 3.
No, I said 1 and done.
I'm fine.
All right. Anything else, Captain?
Alright, let's see. Can I do anything else?
Can you throw your dagger again as a bonus action or something?
No. Well.
Do Dompiers not have any innate abilities?
Not for bonus actions. But I'll run up. Might as well take a little fire damage. You know, come a little closer. Get nice and cuddly close.
All right.
Welcome.
That is going to end your turn. Clayton, it is now your turn.
I did go through a combat in the forest here, so I am not at my full health or close to it. So,
what do you mean? At the end of that turn, I'm going to spend my last legendary action until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
Tail attack.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
What is this Pokemon battle? Tail whip, tail whip, tail whip.
That's going to be a 17.
Misses.
Dude, I've rolled like pretty much all 3s and 5s. I don't understand.
All right,
what's going on.
Clayton, it is your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna pop out of cover, and I am going to use the ghost rifle. Actually,
you look up at the Balor, and he doesn't seem to be wearing any magical armor or have any armor of that kind of sort.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, fine then.
Bullets
Then
is
I'm
bullets.
just gonna-
Bullets.
Then I'm gonna just
Ben's
do
freedom.
my normal attacks again.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, does this look like the Balor that I've been hunting, or does this look like a different Balor?
You can make an insight check on your turn.
Fair enough.
Okay. 25 and 24, so both hit.
Yep.
And we've got 18 plus.
Good question, actually.
Yes.
On my panache, it says on success, a hostile creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets, yada yada, which means I'm the one that needs to reach something.
Okay.
Which means tie goes to me. I'm the one that is succeeding or failing.
All right. I will backtrack it.
I mean, we haven't done anything to change it yet. It hasn't affected anything yet.
Yeah. So he now has disadvantage, and he cannot make an opportunity attacks unless it's against you. Okay. Clean, what is the damage?
34, 18 and 16.
All right. Anything else?
No, because I didn't want to use another grit point on him at this moment.
Perhaps. A rocket?
Speaking of rockets, you gave me you bring up a good idea. We have a Clayton that is throwing caution to the wind, so he might start pulling some things out of his hat.
Do it.
How deep is your hat?
Just don't kill me.
We'll just say it's a 10-gallon hat for the purpose of weapons.
Hey, mister, does that hat take 10 gallons?
All right.
That's the end of my turn for now.
Okay, Virian, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm super tempted. So, actually, I'll ask all of you. Should I just take my multi-attack action, the 3 attacks, or should I come around the back and try to, like, grapple him and pull him down the side of the pyramid into the coral forest?
No, don't do that. I would rather him... So he is on fire on top of a stone building, so I think he's going to do the least amount of damage up there. And he is in a position where we can all hit him, and we have the opportunity to hide. So I like where he's at.
I guess that is true.
That would be a smart idea. Yeah.
That is true. So actually, with that in mind, I'm actually going to like move around towards the back so they all have clear sight, and I'm not providing any sort of half cover or anything. And I'm gonna wreck them.
Okay, go ahead and make your attacks.
It does look like the Balor is about to get tackled by this guy.
I'm going to roll in Tavern Tales because D&D Beyond is being kind of janky right now. So first attack.
Ah!
All right, base 16. That's going to be a 30 to hit.
Hits.
I'm going to just get all my hits out of the way.
Go ahead.
Okay, that's base 19. So yeah,
hits.
Base 18.
Hits. Go ahead and just give me total damage.
Huh?
Total damage.
Okay. I thought you said full damage, like I crit or something.
No, just give me the total.
Yeah, just a second. 1 bite and 2 with the claws, so 15, 30. 49 damage. Technically 56, but 7 points of that is fire damage.
He's immune.
Yeah, that's kind of what I assumed. So 49.
Okay. All right.
And that's my turn.
At that moment, he is now bloodied.
And non-lethal.
Okay.
Non-lethal claws and biting? How?
He's just punching him. It's bruises.
That's fair.
Oh,
leg
I do still have my bonus action. I wanted to do that insight check.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oof. That's not great. I think my insight is a +5. Can I get advantage with this since I've been hunting this Battlelord for years now?
I'll allow that.
I feel like there would be definitive marks you'd look for, like old one eye or something.
That's even worse. Okay.
Missing a toe, isn't he?
So
9 years is a long time for a common house rat.
12.
12?
Yeah.
As
I rolled
you
a
kind of
7 and a 4.
As you kind of look out around him, there was one distinguishing thing that you notice of the Balor that you've been hunting. The horns were pretty long. Like the older a Balor is, the longer its horns curve around. And you see that this Balor just seems to have them starting to bud.
Okay.
He's just a wee Balor. He's just a wee Balor.
Little baby man. Little baby Balor.
Alright. I know I used my...
Stop making fun of my big scary monster.
I know
He's big and scary.
I know I've used both my action and bonus action, but can I get a free action to basically just yell out? Because I can still talk in both common and draconic. Just yell out, it isn't the Balor.
Sure.
Cool.
Alright.
You just called him a poser?
At the end of Virion, we cut back to Savage in the marbled room. And the Lady of Ash turns to you. What is your next question?
Jeez, this is way more stress than I thought this would be. Takes a deep breath.
And then we cut back. No, just kidding.
Ah!
Do it.
Wait, really?
No, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, jeez. Oh, is that a crisis? Okay. As a bishop in your church, I have taken the vow to protect the people and serve you as best as I can. Regardless of the situation, that vow remains the same. And my final question before I go is how can I serve? And what will you have me do?
Technically has 2 questions, but...
And...
The Lady of Ash looks you in the eye. Savage, you have done more in the service of this church than any other before you. Even more than Alabaster.
Alabaster's about to get some Sauvage underwear.
For this, Savage, I will grant you one boon. A boon that will be able to help you through this. This curse that has befallen upon you. I will take it from you. Cleric no longer. From this moment, henceforth, you will be the first paladin of the Church of Ash. And you watch as she reaches forward and summons forth a long shaft of wood. A spear of burnt wood appears in her hand as she hands it to you.
That's pretty legit.
The rest of you, at this moment in time, watch a pillar of bright white energy arc from the sky and impact into the Balor. You watch as blinding light explodes outward, directly centered on the Balor. A moment, a scream of the Balor echoes around as it begins to shrink down and down and down back into the visage of Savage. And you watch as he falls unconscious to the floor.
I thought you were about to say it would be Sauvage there blinking and then see the guy that's cleaving in two and be like, what happened?
So
I come in a second.
I just got to be straight here because I know that this is how Virian's going to react to this. Because I don't know how anyone would react to this.
Yeah.
That's valid.
He's going to remain in the dragon state, and he's going to hold his dragon breath. Assuming that he's still conscious, he's wanting answers.
You are there. All of a sudden, you hear a voice inside your head. 25 words. Ascending spell. Hopefully, this reaches Virian Shelby. I am a cleric within the Church of Ash in Babylon. Alabaster transformed into a monster of red and fire. Galbraith is injured, and the monster escaped. Danger. I don't know what to do.
Do I recognize the voice?
No.
So I'm able to kind of piece together that this was an attack on the church.
You heard this cleric, this very frazzled cleric, said that Alabaster turned into a monster.
Right. Yeah, it's also turned into a Balor. So, I mean, I'm assuming that this is like an attack on the church, like the head, like top clerics of the church. But
you can assume whatever you would like.
Oh, that's safe.
Can I roll insight?
Sure, go ahead and roll insight.
To get something here.
We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from. Just a cleric screaming.
19.
19.
Yeah.
In this moment, how everything kind of lined up together, it looks as if at the exact moment Savage transformed, Alabaster also transformed. The timing kind of also matches up. So maybe not necessarily an attack on the church, but something to do with whatever happened to Savage.
Mm.
Now, Savage, you begin to gain consciousness as you are lying flat on your back on the top of the pyramid, looking up at a dragon clenching its jaws, about to cast fiery breath and death down upon you. What are you going to do? What are you doing?
It's not my proudest moment, but there is a very shrill shriek. And I'm assuming I'm lying here.
You soiled your alabaster underpants.
Okay. We're gonna leave this to chance again. There's two ways it could go. If I roll a 1 or a 2, I roll to my left, which is down the stairs. And a 3 and a 4, I roll the opposite way and don't. It's a 2. I go down the staircase.
Boom, 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 boom. Down the staircase, Alabaster roll. Not Alabaster, Savage rolls.
So, kind of like the Red Dragon in the D&D movie, aside from the fact that I'm not a very fat dragon, I'm going to like slide down the staircase, going after him. Just like mouth open.
All right.
You can see the fire in the back of his throat.
Savage, you get the sense that you are not 100% sure what happened during your intervening moments, but you get, like, from your conversation with the Lady of Ash, you get the sense that something really bad happened, that you transformed into something, and it has to do with the Lord of Embers, the counterpart, the alternative personality of the Lady of Ash.
So, if I can at this point, because I'm assuming I can very easily catch up to him because my movement speed is greater than his.
Yes.
I'm going to slam like my claw over him, not so much to where it like deals too much damage.
Yeah.
But essentially pin him, grapple him in place. And do you speak Draconic?
No.
Okay. That in common, I wanted to do Draconic for flavor. But in common, Varian is going to demand answers.
How so?
I'm going to ask him.
He says, "I demand answers."
I demand answers. No, no. He's going to ask. Yeah, he's going to ask you exactly what you are. Like, no more secrets. He's tired of secrets.
Mm-hmm.
What are you?
As I'm lying there and like kind of scrabbling up against the red dragon here. First off, hearing you talk, would I know that this is you and not just some random dragon?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I have. You know that I have the scale.
Right, but this is the first thing I wake up to. Like, this could be anything.
Yeah, true.
It does sound like Virian's voice.
Okay, that does help tremendously. Just Virian. Oh, don't scare me like that. I had the craziest dream. What am I? I am alive. I am very, very scared. And I believe I'm a paladin now. That's a first. Why are you a dragon? Get off of me. What are you doing?
He applies more pressure to him. It's like, not only were you a paladin, but you became a battle.
No. I fell asleep and
Why else would I turn into a dragon?
wait. There's another. There's
Alabaster as well turned into a battle. Apparently.
No.
You owe us answers. And you're going to give them.
Savage, as he says this,
my tongues.
Savage, as he says this, you flash back. Both you and Virian flash back to the moment of running through a burning library and finding the lifeless corpse of the Herald of Lore next to Alabaster, who seemed to be relatively unscathed.
I don't have all the answers. In fact, I have very little. But whatever is happening here is not my doing. When I say there is another, I do not mean another Balor, of which there is. But I talked to the Lady of Ash. There is another part of her named Ember. And this is because of them.
Can you roll persuasion?
Sure. You may do so with advantage.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
2 critical fails.
Don't curse me like that, bro. Okay. Nat 20.
Natural 20.
All right. Reluctantly, but He'll release him reluctantly, but I mean, or not really reluctantly, more begrudgingly, I guess. But he lets you go, and he reverts back to his original form.
As,
Is everyone
like-
okay?
Go ahead. You can continue real quick.
Yeah, I just asked, like, when I stand back up, is everyone okay? Did anything happen?
You killed a god. Other than that, we're all fine.
Whoa! What, you killed a god?
A god.
When did you kill a god?
All right. You killed a guard. A
Oh,
guard.
god. I thought you said god. I was like, what?
As he says this, the guard is carrying down the lifeless body of this guard. From what you can see, that he had some magical healing and was able to attach the two parts back together again. But this guard is dead.
Like dead, but just throwing saving throws.
No, like dead.
Because I was about to give him an
Not most-
adrenaline shot. Did we try to do CPR and give him an adrenaline shot?
No, he's dead. He was cut in half and died instantly.
What's your point?
Bisected from shoulder to hip. Like heart was sliced in half.
Yeah, but if I somehow revive him, I might give me a little more advantage with the Dreamweaver.
Last time I checked, reviving isn't something we can do.
Not anymore, but yeah, I got my ways and my pleading with God.
Speaking of that,
Tell you what, Varian, go ahead and make me a religion check. This island is full of raw magical power. You're very, very close to a deity. So, depending on how well you roll with your religion check, you might be able to use steel to cast Revivify.
Ooh. Okay. Now would I get advantage with this if it
Sure.
What is it? Well, okay, thanks. But I mean with Hunter's Bane, anything with Fey Fiends or undead.
Yes, I would allow this.
Cool.
I'm going to tell you right now, DC is 15.
Woot. That's 21.
In this moment, you feel like as you like step forward with a desire to heal this person, to potentially slightly make amends for actually no, you tell me what is going through Varian's mind as he steps.
You turn him into a zombie.
Varian isn't necessarily wanting to revive him to make amends to the Dreamweaver, but Varian is still a blood hunter. He has a duty to protect everyone that he can. And he knows that he has a means to bring this man back, even if they are limited. So he just tries to find a way to do that.
As you step forward with this desire, a vague sense of approval kind of lands on your shoulder as power magic courses through your shoulder down to your arm and into your sword. And you hear Steel say, "Ooh, I think I can do this just as once."
Once is all we'll need. And I'll cast Revivify.
All right, that is going to extinguish one of those diamonds that you still had. But you watch as color returns to this guard's face. He inhales, blinks, looks up, and oh, Malo. I did not think I would be making it out of this one alive.
Well, you didn't. But welcome back.
Oh. Well, thank you, Blood Hunter. At this
I think
moment, as you kind of look down at this individual, a faint glow comes from off in the distance as the sun begins to set. And a beautiful sunset over the ocean off in the distance begins to beset you. It has been a long day, and it might be time for a rest.
yeah. I was just about to say, like, to the guard, for really everyone, just kind of blanket statement. Varian turn his head back up to the pyramid and say, I've unfinished business with your god, as he goes up the stairs.
Well, I haven't finished business with a bed. I think Story said that we can stay here. The place we could stay here. That's pretty nice. I'm gonna go there. I'll see you all in the morning, and I'm just gonna leave and go to bed.
He's just gonna go to sleep where he's at. He's just gonna go in his shell and just go to sleep. No questions asked. Just okay.
Virian, as you begin to make your way up the staircase, you begin to feel like the Dreamweaver wants to talk to you in your dreams.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like you can do it this way, but you can also just go take a long rest and sleep.
Well, yeah, I figured that was kind of be good. That was going to be the how that plays out. So he was just going to sit by the fountain and just
all right
rest up there.
Each of you make your way to your quarters. Virian makes his way up to the top of the pyramid, finds a comfortable place, and you all begin to nod off into slumber. However, before we jump to Virian, we first turn to Min.
Min?
Min, during the night, as darkness takes the land and the moon and the stars are hidden behind dense stars, you were awoken, not by a noise, but by a feeling of loss. As you awaken, something draws you to the harbor, to the bay. You carefully make your way through the coral forest during the night, silent as a turtle, till finally you make your way out to the beach. And as you look off into the bay, the Grim Avenger is gone.
This is a dream of his?
As you look down, two sets of footprints make their way down to the shore, up to the skiff, and seem to paddle their way to the Grim Avenger. You recognize them both. One is the heavy boots
Of Captain Nazar.
Hello?
Hello?
sorry, I was reading
Reading notes.
Reading how to leave your players in suspense.
Sorry. One is the heavy boots of Captain Lazar.
Yeah.
And the other is the delicate footprints
Yep.
of Ophelia L'Oreal.
I knew it.
At that moment,
Other words involved, but I knew it.
How
you
romantic.
look down, and pinned to your shell is a note.
Am I able to reach the note on the back of my shell?
It's like right in the front.
Oh, okay.
As you reach down, open it up, and begin to read. Captain Lazar, what does the note say?
The note has a single word on it. And it just says, Paituito.
No.
Wouldn't that be 2 words?
No.
No, that's one word.
Wait, what is it?
No. Levi. Are you telling me what I think you're telling me?
I didn't catch what he said.
I almost French.
He spoke Tahitian.
Oh.
Okay, you want to share with the class?
Tahitian?
Nope, I'm not going to share. I want Levi's answer first.
Yeah, it means what you think it means.
Can you at least Can you at least translate?
He's leaving the campaign.
Paituito basically translates to, well, good luck.
He's eloping.
And their men
Telling your wife on you.
You stole our car?
Yeah.
And their men, as you stand on the edge of the beach looking out to where the Grim Avenger was, there's a faint rustle, and you see a body wash up on the shore. Levi, would you go ahead and please describe your new character for us?
Gladly. Let me...
I was about to say something real bad that you were going to have to bleep out.
Okay, so you're not leaving. You're just done with Captain Lazar?
Captain Lazar is eloping.
Has abandoned the party.
Why?
Took the Grim Avenger and left.
He got his ship, he got his woman, he has everything he wants.
You can say he had accomplished his dream and didn't need anything else.
Bro. Whole time you just wanted to hook up?
I'm like, I about panicked, Levi.
Laying washed up on the shore.
Played captain for a full year.
Okay, pause. Go ahead and describe your new character.
A small halfling with very ragged clothes. You know, they were probably once pants, now they're like torn capris. Doesn't have much on him. Just maybe a pack with some rope, basic supplies, and a book. Pretty much all he has. Totally unconscious, a little worse for wear. Very plain face. Nothing to really stand out. This is, I mean, if you've seen like the Lego movie where they're like, the issue is we can't find him because his face is so generic. That's this person. He's like as vanilla as they come.
Hey, man, he's
A
got
very
a book.
forgettable halfling.
I heard that part, that he has a book.
Yes, Virian.
So now that Lazar is gone, can I be the captain now?
Nope, Min is the captain now.
You don't have a ship to be a captain.
I am the captain. I am the captain now. Look at me. I am the captain now.
Captain of what? He took the van.
It's up to Min to figure out how to fix that teleportation circle to get us the heck out of here.
Oh, that is true. I mean, I have a pretty high intelligence as well. I could probably help, but yeah.
He just took the black.
Want to know my new character's intelligence?
Yes.
8. Please let it be 8.
No, it's not. It's 7.
7. Oh my gosh, I just said 7. I was pretty
Oh
close.
no, sorry, it's 6. It's 6.
Close with the 5.
Dang,
He's
dude.
not a very smart individual.
I rolled very poorly.
But Min, you see
Take
this
some ability modifiers.
But Min, you see this individual walked up on shore. Like, looks as ragged can be, barely breathing.
Kill him.
And
I'm gonna take my little shark plushie out of my pocket, put it on his chest, put his arms around the plushie, and I'm gonna walk back to
As you turn to walk away, you hear a voice whisper to you, "A gift sent, but not by me. He will help. Take him with you."
Kill him.
I'm just gonna walk over to him, kind of like kick him in the head, like, "Hey, you awake? You alive?"
Oh,
He dealt damage while unconscious. Is that a death save?
Not like a real kick, it's like a nudge.
Just a
Hey,
I'm not
hey,
drop kicking
hey.
him like I'm kicking a field goal.
That first campaign I ever played in, I barely slapped that one dude that I forgot his name, but he died.
I mean, there was one time
It's
where
only fair.
I did.
No.
Keep the pettiness going. Keep it going.
Going back, Min, you walk up and you nudge this individual.
There we go.
Kind of like how how that first Ewok was poking Princess Leia. Just like poke and step back.
Ukarawanga.
That's a tease. That's not Ewok.
This is what came to mind.
So I'm just gonna nudge him until I see he's moving.
Give me 5 more minutes, Mum.
Oh, I'm not your mother.
You are now.
You can if you want me to be.
Oh,
He's imprinted.
who are you?
They call me Min.
Oh.
What is your name?
That's a good question, that.
Is that what they call you?
Could be.
Your name is now.
I don't know. I guess I'll remain anonymous for now. Call me Anon?
Okay, Anon. I'm gonna go now. Would you like to come with me?
Does Anon's speech show up in green subtitles? He just
His don't.
He just speaks in 4chan.
Sure, I'll come with you.
Oh, good. We're gonna have lots of fun. We're on an adventure.
We're going on a trip in the rocket ship. Lost.
Well, we
don't have a rocket ship no more.
We're going on a trip until we lost our ship.
And
I'm not tempted to try and hunt down Captain Lazar so we get a freaking ship back.
And as Min turns and begins to enter back into the coral forest, Anon joins the party and follows after. And that is where we will end the episode for the evening.
My dear friends, come here, come closer. Thank you so much. You have watched the video, you made it to the end. Truly, it means so much to us, but we wanted to thank a couple more people. Of course, we thank you. You are one of the greatest people to thank because, quite frankly, we do this for you. This is for you to watch. Other than that, it's just a bunch of friends being idiots together. So, thank you. Obviously, we want to thank the Tavern Tales and Studio Shinto, who they created this beautiful game with all these fun things to play with, and it's a great place for us to come together to play the game we all love. All right, next up, we wanted to thank all of our players for everything that they do, the time that they take out of their day to come here every week and pull off stupid shenanigans like we do. So, thank you to all of the players, and to our DM, of course, as well, Caleb Reynolds. Very good DM. top notch. Okay, let's see here. What else do we have? Oh, of course. There's a cameraman here. We are very grateful for our dear videographer, Trevor Jones. Thank you for all you do. There's just so many things. We have a good one. Babies from the Tavern. If you have not seen their channel, they also play D&D in Cavern Tales like us, and their content is perfect. I love it. You should go check them out. We will leave a little link here and down below as well. With that, I think that's all of the thank yous that we have. But just a petite little reminder to subscribe if you are not subscribed, so that you get all of our notifications when we are posting our fun videos for you. And to watch out for the shorts that we will be posting, and then come back here to this video, find the timestamp, drop it in the comments, and we'll give you a little shout out here. So thank you again for everything so much. Goodbye, and we will see you next time on the Arcane World. Bye bye.